You got to have the courage. Do you have the courage to act outwardly on what you see inwardly? Or will you die a dreamer? Will you die on the verge and on the edge and in the land of coulda, woulda, and shoulda? Do you have the courage? I'm going to drop something on you. It takes courage to be successful. It is far easier not to be successful. Misery will always have company. Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. And if you're more concerned about people than you are God, then neutralize everything He put in you. Just fit in with everybody else. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to go where you've never gone before. For some of you, it took courage to come to this conference. It takes courage to get you outside of the box. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage to stand there though the storms keep raging and the people get to talking and you stand there and say, I've come too far to turn around? Do you have the courage? I'm going to say something to you. It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you do, but you don't talk like you forgot where you came from. Look at you, it takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage to say, after all I've been through, and all my ancestors have been through, and all my parents have been through, I didn't come through all of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage to go after my dream. Is there a woman left in this entire Coliseum that's got some courage?
I want you to rip out that page. Go on. Rip out the entire page. You heard me. Rip it out. Rip it out! Go on. Rip it out! Gentlemen, tell you what, don't just tear out that page, tear out the entire introduction. I want it gone. History. Leave nothing of it. Rip it out! Rip!
You can't please everybody all the time, or even part of the time.
Keep ripping, gentlemen. This is a battle, a war, and the casualties could be your hearts and souls.
It's easy to embrace hopelessness when things seem insurmountable, and yet it's actually just a matter of time until all of the elements come together for things to be all right. I mean, I believe that, you know, most difficult situations will resolve themselves if you are persistent and if you don't give up entirely. And that's what I never did. I never gave up.
Well, I think There's no substitute for hard work. None, zero.
It was as close to the feeling of flying as I have ever had. The experience of that obsessive focus, of having an idea and actually being able to photograph it. That's been the magic potion for me ever since.
There are no shortcuts. You've got to put in the time. And so I think the first takeaway is there are absolutely no shortcuts. It takes time, and it takes a lot of hard work.
You have to study and you have to get good grades, but you certainly should have a good time as well, because that's part of your growing up experience, and there's no point in leading life to suffer all the time. You want to enjoy life as well as the next person. So it's some balance, some blend between the two.
But at some point, you're going to need to find your natural voice and find a way to give voice. So you are you. And because of that, you do have, every bone in your body is an original bone.
I don't know who you'll be after this, but you will not be the same.
In January '98, we won our 3 stars with 5 red knives and forks. I'd realized my dream all those years later. And that dream I had when I was 17 years old. I was now 37 years old, so for 20 years, I'd worked to realize my dream. Things don't happen overnight. You have to make the emotional and the personal investment to make your dreams come true.
Has acting turned out to be all that you wanted it to be?
It's incredible. It's incredible. I never knew that I could do it as a career. I never knew. It was the first memory that I had. It's the first thing I can think of is saying, I want to be an actor, to my parents. It felt like an elite group of people, and it felt like I would never belong to them. So once I got the opportunity to, for example, get the movie This Boy's Life with Robert De Niro, I said, wow, now I'm able to I might be able to steer the course of my career. I might be able to have a career similar to these guys that I so admire. That I knew at 15 years old was the biggest gift in the world, and that's never left me.
My father sent me to Harrogate, which was a spa town, and told me to find a job. The most daunting task in my life. And I went to Harrogate and I found a job at the Hotel St. George in Harrogate. And I started there on the 20th March, 1978. It wasn't great food, but what they taught me was how to push, how to run, how to be consistent. Because consistency is born out of discipline. How never to be late, how to go to work when you're not feeling well, and let the chef send you home.
I didn't have an easy experience. I didn't come in as a top-rated recruit. I didn't come in with the opportunity to play right away. I had to earn it.
I've never, that thirst or that hunger for wanting to give one great performance that I'm truly satisfied with, or be in one movie that I said, I love this film is something that I don't know will ever be quite. Keeps pushing you, you know?
You can never perfect what we do. There is no way, I've never met anyone who goes, that's perfection. I mean, to an audience outside of your work, people can think that that's the only way they'd ever want to see that part played or that moment done, whatever. But as an actor, and this isn't mock humility, I think it just goes for all art forms, really. The whole point is perfection is unachievable. So it's that constant pursuit of the unobtainable, which is kind of magic, really, you know, and should keep us kind of motivated to try better.
Success is born out of luck. It's awareness of mind that takes advantage of that opportunity. And I said to him, when I was a young boy, Mr. Reed used to tell me about a restaurant in Paris called La Serre, which was the ultimate, because it had 3 stars in Michelin and 5 red knives and forks. I said, we've got 3 stars with 4 black knives and forks. Let's go for 5 red knives and forks. For the next 3 years, we pushed and we pushed and we pushed and we did everything. You will all be confronted with opportunity. You must take advantage of it. Because if you don't take advantage of your opportunity, you'll never realize your dreams. Whether you want them or not is irrelevant. You don't know that until you achieve it.